Good morning. It's Leanne Mazaray on YouTube. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I'm on another morning walk. It's a gorgeous morning in Florida in November. I love being out here in November with no jacket. And the sun is behind me, warming my back. But it's not so hot like it has been all summer that I don't even want to be outside. But that said, I'm so glad it's cooling off and that I can walk around again because I am a great lover of being outside. Just the whole smell of the field that I'm in, the butterflies flipping around me, the crickets chirping. It's very enjoyable. And I try to walk on this path because it's off the streets. But if I don't get here early enough, I get the sound of the power lines because I'm under the power lines. Some people are really afraid of the power lines. I don't know why that is. I don't feel bad being here. I think that if you're afraid of things, you take that fear into you. And you kind of just ask whatever it is that you're afraid of to come into your life. I don't want to do that. So I think about positive things that are around me because usually there's both. At any given moment, there's a good thing and a bad thing right there in front of you. And it's what you give your attention to that can shape the rest of your day. If, for example, you get out of bed, stub your toe or bump your knee, or you drop your hairbrush or something, and you go, oh, it's going to be one of those days. Well, guess what? It probably will, because then you'll get out into traffic and you'll not be able to make your left turn, and then somebody will cut you off, and then you'll lose your parking spot at work, and it's just a series of minor annoyances that seem to present themselves because you're asking them to or you're expecting them to. Whereas on the other hand, as soon as you bump your knee or your elbow and you go, hit my funny bone, and you start laughing about it, even if it hurts. You're like, oh, that was a doozy. Instead of going, oh crap, oh God, oh. Just maybe try and laugh about it. It's not like you broke your leg, okay? You're not in a compound fracture kind of situation. You can laugh. And if you use that analogy for pretty much any crappy thing that happens to you during the rest of the day, if anything happens crappy, you can sort of just stop the flow. You can stem the tide. You can start to change it around. If you go through each morning going, good things always happen to me. Everything is always working out the way I want it to. I am surrounded by the right kind of people who are fun and easy to be with, that I want to work with, and I attract that right kind of person. If you're really feeling that in your heart and you're really believing that in your heart, that's the people who will come to you. If you're thinking, oh, that person's trying to steal me, oh, that person's taking credit for my work, oh, that person is talking behind me about me behind my back, that person, blah, 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 and you're just looking for negativity and fault in people, you're going to find that too. Now, I'm not saying be a Pollyanna and don't be aware. If people are stealing from you, call them on it. But be prepared to prove it. Find a way to back up what you're saying. Because if you're just living a life of suspicion with absolutely no hard evidence, you're just living in a state of fear or constant negativity. And that is, first of all, not good for you, not good for your health. But secondly, it might not even be true. And because you're focusing on it, because you're thinking about it, you can actually draw it to you, create it. So think about the positive things, whether it's stubbing your toe or something rotten that's running through your head about someone else or even about yourself. Let's talk about that for a minute left here. Let's talk about our self-talk. How many of us have tapes running through our heads that are not very nice? We're not nice to ourselves. And how often does that affect our ability to go forward in the day in a positive way? So think about that. Think about those tapes that are in your mind. Good morning. Good. Plant some eggs? Oh, cool. All right. I'm signing off for now.